Welcome to our YouTube channel News Sahib TV1. This is the headlines of today, date 1 August 2026. This is the headlines. Russian attack on Ukrainian capital Kiev kills at least 9 people. At least 9 people were killed and 28 others wounded in Ukraine's capital Kiev after Russia launched a series of ballistic missiles overnight into Saturday. Authorities said both Russia and Ukraine have ramped up attacks in recent months, with Moscow increasing its long-range strikes on towns and cities across Ukraine. Ukraine's attacks on Russia's attacks on Ukraine's capital killed at least 9 people and wounded more than 2 dozens others, local officials said on Saturday, with strikes damaging homes and causing fires across the city. Russia and Ukraine have ramped up attacks on each other in recent months as Moscow has increased its long-range strikes on Ukrainian towns and cities. Kiev has pressed its allies for air defense support. The United Nations have found June was the deadliest month for civilians in Ukraine since April 2022. Ukraine's state emergency service said the latest Russian attack struck 5 regions of Kiev, killing 9 people and wounding 28 others, including 4 children. Explosions in the city Kiev is under ballistic missile attack. Stay in shelters, Kiev Mayor Vitaly Skruschenko wrote on Telegram. AFP France Agence News journalists report hearing more than 10 explosions in row, triggering car alarms on the street. Russia's defense ministry said Saturday it had launched a massive strike in the Kiev region targeting military, industrial complex, enterprises, and logistics centers. In Kiev's Donetsky district, the attacks damaged multiple buildings and vehicles, with authorities reporting 7 people killed and 14 wounded in the area. 2 people were killed and 8 others were wounded in Slomoniask district, where strikes damaged a 5-story residential building. Everything was smashed, the windows, everything. 75-year-old resident Katyana Kravchenko told the AFP of her apartment, "I can barely stand. I don't know how I'm going to get through all this." Another resident, identified only as Oksan, said her plan was to leave. "You can't stay here after something like this," the 46-year-old said. "What guarantee is there that it won't happen again?" More than 100 rescued. Photo posted on a Telegram by the state emergency service showed firefighters supplying water into what appeared to be a residential building. Other images showed rescue workers with flashlights shifting through rubble. The emergency service said on Friday morning that 105 people in Kiev had been rescued from impacted areas. While Kiev has faced near-nightly attacks, Ukraine has also escalated its retaliatory strikes on Russia in recent months, partly to pressure Moscow to the negotiating table after nearly 4.5 years of war. Russia's Ministry of Defense on Saturday said its air defense system intercepted and destroyed 274 Ukrainian drones overnight. And Russia Online Giant said Friday its logistic facility in Volgograd caught fire after overnight attack. the latest in a series of strikes on the company's facilities. Kiev has accused the e-commerce giant, which employs thousands of people and has become a key part of the economy, of storing drones, part and helping the Russian army. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky met with US President Donald Trump this week for talks. Zelensky said following the meeting that Trump has agreed to license the production of Patriot missiles of Ukraine. But the US president said on Friday that Washington would have to be very careful about giving Ukraine a license to produce the missile. On Saturday, Ukrainian Foreign Minister Andrei Sybiha said Russia's attacks show that Ukraine urgently needs additional air and missile defense systems and interceptors. It's the battle for the skies that will define the trajectory of the war. The strong the air shield over Ukraine, the close peace becomes, he said. Thank you for listening. Our YouTube channel News Sahib TV1. If it's your first time to hear our news, we ask you to do the subscribe, share and comment so that you can be updated and get our information. We said goodbye for now.